The Community Comfort Patrol Program, the CCP, is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security geared towards reducing the fear of crime being experienced by the citizenry and enhancing the feeling of safety and security among residential communities throughout Trinidad and
It is
Tobago.
administered by the Office of Law Enforcement Policy in conjunction with the Private Security Network Commission.
The objectives of the CCP are to act as a visible deterrent to criminal activity in residential communities by instituting regular mobile patrols, enhance the relations between communities and states' law enforcement assets by actively engaging community members. Community Comfort Patrol Program. One mission, many communities.
This ad is sponsored by Strategic Asset Solutions.
I look forward to the judges' decisions tonight, because last challenge one judge told me I was in the jungle with one shot. You know? I want to say it, but I don't care. I say it anyway. I write your name on that bullet. That one shot, I write that judge's name on it. I fire in that bullet tonight. Yeah.
Next up, Chris Real Steel Lawrence.
Real Steel. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, judges.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Fire away. With my one shot. One shot. Yeah. The choice of beat came up from the style of dance. Before I even thought about starting any music at all, I took some time and look at the video, look at the moves, the hits.
All right. After looking at this now, the dancers dance to something else. If I was a dancer, I would love to re-dance to your music again. From what you just did. Your box of chocolates are full.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a different view on this. More because I'm gonna imagine that there was no dance, and just listening to the track, I would be a little confused.
Okay.
Like I appreciate the identifying the different genres and attacking that with, full force. And like I said, I appreciate that, but it left me like not knowing how to carry myself.
Okay.
Because the switches were nice. Each thing was good, but the sequencing threw me off just a little bit. It matched the dance, yes, but I would have taken a segment of this and built that part of the dance on that. Then I would have taken a segment and but as a beat by itself, a dancer may be confused if they were to build on it.
Okay.
Although it married well with the dance. As a beat standing alone, I'm not sure how I would feel about it. But it did match the dance, if you understand where I'm coming from.
Thank you.
Just be careful not to throw in too much.
And next, Rickson Beatbox Powder.
When I saw Challenge 3, my thought was these judges are not going to ever make it easy on us. When I saw the video, I realized those 3 dancers were at the hotel the night before, and I heard a rumor that they were rehearsing for a concert for Kes, not knowing they were right there filming our next challenge. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to choreograph, to compose a track based on our choreography?
Beatbox. Good evening.
Good evening.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, I went with a reggaeton beat with some drops in the rhythm. when I looked at the dance, I decided to emphasize on more of the slower movements because I found them to be a bit sensual. So I decided to go with that feel.
I saw you humming or singing along to it.
Yeah.
You had something that inspired you while writing the track, or?
Some ideas were coming as I was, putting it together.
That the reason why I said that, because when I noticed that, I noticed within the beat that would have strayed you from the dance movements.
Yeah.
Because the challenge is to fit the choreography.
Yeah.
The challenge is not to fit the lyrics.
Yeah.
So when I saw you humming along, I realized that you had something with that.
Yeah.
And it was flowing with that.
Yeah.
But your focus was on choreography.
Yeah.
And blending your music to choreography.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity, yes, to shop it, then I know the direction that you have is perfect.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that your focus
Yeah.
is challenge.
Yeah.
Blending the music to the choreography.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the reggaeton.
Beatbox.
Yes.
I can describe it very simply. You had all the ingredients, but you did not read the recipe. Let me explain it. All the musical ingredients are there, all the patterns, but how you use them, you shortchange yourself. You describe the initial concept of the direction of reggaeton.
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to reggaeton, you start to find, in other words, the elements are used sometimes 2 at a time or 3 at a time, and it was different flavors. You have all the elements there. Your piece started too full, too much for what it is. In other words, you could have started with, I think it was an accordion or something on the top, the synth, whatever it was.
Yeah.
That and a hand clap alone could have started it. Okay. So in other words, from a start, you could have built and built and built and built and built. Yeah. But you started so energy level up here already. It wasn't too far away from where it should have peaked. So in other words, just a matter of having the right ingredients, but not knowing where and when to use them.
Yeah.
But it's like you almost had it, almost had it.
Yeah. I decided I would have to focus on what I think the other contestants wouldn't have focused on, which would have been the slower, more sensual movements in the dance. And this honestly was the first challenge I felt like I had done myself justice in.
Well, my choice of beat for the choreography today was dance, and the reason I chose a dance piece is, as far as I see it, dance applies to everything, because it have a lot of genres that try to blend with dance. Soca, island pop, reggae, how they do like dubstep. Dubstep is like a form of like house and that type of stuff. So I just choose to go with that. And of course it was a dance piece, so I chose to, go with that. And of course I saw that when I watched the video, I saw that it had the dances that they were doing, it wasn't genre specific. It had Hindi, it had hip hop, and I saw that it had a little point in time that they went sexy and stuff. But rather than just do Hindi for the Hindi part, pop for the hip hop for the hip hop part, I just chose to do dance and just put some of those elements in it, like you say, effects and that type of stuff in it, so you would understand that is the part that they're doing.
With respect to the music, it married well.
Thank you.
It went well with the dance. There was room for you to have the dropouts and add-ins. There were moments that the music, while still matching the dance, there was that moment you could have caught with just a simple new instrument or leave out something else, because the same loop, it got me lost in the dance. It didn't want me to keep looking at it.
Okay.
It could have had more.
It could have had more.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Diversity,
Diversity?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little more diversity.
Let's analyze the judges' comments. you would realize the previous challenge winners and favorites were not as strong. Mark Halal is the only person with 2 tech support cards and can save himself if he needs to. It's time for the part we've all been waiting for, the GT, where we find out if you get through or if you're gone through. The winner of today's challenge shall receive 1 tech support card, 1 PreSonus USB FatePort controller.
Kerry, MH, Uzi Beats, JE, TJ, Stickman. Please step forward. The rest of you are safe. But before you leave, we have 3 top finishers and 3 bottom finishers. One of these finishers would be going home and may require a tech support card to save themselves. Is there any of you who wish to give your tech support card to any one of these people here? Kerry? Who would you like to give it to? Okay. G, do you accept this tech support card? Okay.
You really don't like yourself because you just hurt yourself.
Anyone else? Okay. Who would you like to donate it to? Jay. G, do you accept this tech support card? Okay. Yeah. Is there anyone else? Thank you, gentlemen. You may leave. The winner of today's challenge is Amado. Please collect your prize.
Jordan J. Edmond has 3 cards. Mark M.H. Halal and a Stickman now have 1 card each. Remember, you need 2 cards to save yourself.
Tired of paying that bill? You can reduce your electrical bill by 20 to 40%.
The CFE power reduction unit is connected into your main electrical system panel onto its own dedicated breaker. This state-of-the-art system works by implementing key elements necessary to make your electrical system run efficiently: increased energy efficiency, surge suppression, voltage regulation, power conditioning, and the resupplying of the unused energy that would have otherwise been wasted.
This is a clean flow unit. Basically what it does, it protects the equipment from spikes using capacitors that stores the unwanted energy. The smart monitor has a display that shows you the voltage and the amperage that you're using. It recycles your unused energy, which in return saves you from 20 to 40% of your light bill. It cleans your entire electrical system and expands the lifespan of all appliances.
The CFE unit will sense your power switches, high-low voltages, low efficiency, and automatically adjust to compensate in real time, ensuring your electrical system is efficient and protected at all times.
Jordan J. Edmond has 3 cards. Mark M.H. Halal and Stickman now have 1 card each. Remember, you need 2 cards to save yourself.
Kerry, TJ, you're both safe. Thank you. You may leave.
You're about to find out what the real world of the music industry is about with these results. Good luck to each and every one of you.
If you were in front of a Sony exec or someone that you would aspire to present your music to, you would not want to make a mistake like that. And I suggest that you be very careful when you're presenting your piece. MH, you know, I would say to all of you, as a matter of fact, that it would be in your best interest to think that, just as in life, you do not know what's going to happen when you leave here. So everything that you put forward, make sure it's your best.
I'd like to say that the industry is quite brutal. You often don't get second chances, and as any artist would know who has been in here, you're only as good as your last product. And you want to make sure that that last product is something that you are completely proud of and something that you're completely sure of, that you would not take back or regret. So with that, welcome to the business.
Before I continue, gentlemen, JE, you have 3 tech support cards in your possession. Would you like to share your tech support cards with either of these 2 gentlemen? Or would you like to play your tech support cards at this point?
Possible that I can go?
You play 2 and you share 1? Sure. Okay. Will you play your tech support cards? Thank you. You may leave. MH, you now have 2 tech support cards in your possession. Do you wish to play them, or do you wish to take your chances?
I'll bring my tech support cards.
Okay. Thank you. You may leave. Stickman. Unfortunately, your track has been muted. But you have made it this far. Please continue reaching for the stars. Judges, do you have any final comments?
I hope this spurs you on to be a winner after losing. And Like they say, the name of the game is getting back up after you fall. Hope to see you on the circuit again very soon.
And it is often said, it's better to fail than to fail to try. And if you hear several people who has made it, you'd know their stories is often like negative, no. And they continue to try, and that one opportunity meet their preparedness. So we take that advice, and I hope to see you on the market.
Doo-doo.
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 Please.
Same thing I was asking. The same thing I was asking. Yeah.
What?
Yep. Doop doo-doo. Doop doo-doo.
I
Doop doo-doo.
I wanted to scream. Wash my hands. Stop.
Welcome to the real world.
It's brutal. Make friends. Make haste. My hand's sweating, you know, my hand goes sweat.